Hey, hey, happy Sunday. I am Paulina on the Finnish Path. Welcome to my weekly reading, good advice for the week to come. And before we start, I have to tell you that I am having some problems with my laptop, which I am filming with, and it sometimes freezes. So it could be that we are cut short because my laptop just kind of freezes completely. If that happens, I will finish the reading by myself and I will write it down in my blog so that I will be doing the reading. It just could be that you won't see me doing it. I hope that doesn't happen. Here's hoping for the best. But like every week, I will be drawing 3 cards. I will just tilt the camera down so that you can see my cards. Here we are. This is my deck. I'm using my Pam's Vintage Tarot deck. As always, my beloved deck. And I will be drawing 3 cards. The first one will be stop, meaning what we need to stop next week. And the second one is start, what we have to start doing next week. And then the third one is continue, as in something we have started earlier, and now we need to continue doing that. Oh, and we have a little assistant. My Luro is right here next to me. I don't think you can see him on the camera right now, but he is here. Sniffing my face, in fact. Okay. And I am doing this reading for next week. That's Monday the 3rd until Sunday the 9th of December. Oh, and it is December, so happy December. The last month of the year is on. Okay, here we go. I'll do the draw. I'll do my fan first because it's cute. Here we are. So, stop. Oh, okay. That's Ace of Swords. Then start. 5 of Swords. We are getting a lot of swords now. And continue. Ah, the Sun. This is Major Arcana card. Okay, I'll move my deck. We have a bit more room. There we are. So we have 1 Major Arcana card and then 2 Swords cards. Swords are about thought and intellect, things that happen inside our heads. Also about communication, by the way. And then there's the Major Arcana card. This is always a big deal. Major Arcana is always a big deal. Right, let's look at the cards individually. This is Ace of Swords. Now this is new ideas, new beginnings, new opportunities, but specifically to do with our head, our ideas, our thoughts. So very clearly this is new ideas. Perhaps new challenges, intellectual challenges. But this is in the stop position. So, well, that goes well with the theme we started last week. I mean, the theme of finalizing things. Yeah, this works well with that because we need to stop coming up with, well, not necessarily coming up with new ideas, but stop taking on more and more new things in our life. We have a lot going on already, so we don't really need to start new things. And yeah, that makes sense. Now is not the time to concentrate on new ideas and to start scheming for the future. What we need to do is concentrate on what has already happened, what we have already come up with. Okay. And then start. 5 of Swords. This doesn't look like a nice card, and many people think that this is a negative card. I don't think so, because for me, there's no such thing as a negative card or a positive card. All the cards are both at the same time. There's always a positive and a negative aspect to a card. This is number 5, so it is conflict in itself. Number 5 means conflict. And looking at this picture, there's quite evidently there has been a conflict, but it's over now in this picture. There seems to be one person who won, and then these other 2 lost. And the one who won is gathering all the swords, looking really pleased with themselves. This card is about, it's not just about loss or defeat, but rather how we deal with loss or defeat. What we do when we are defeated, when we lose for whatever reason. That's the key with this card. So this is in the start position. So what we need to start thinking about is that what about the things we can't do or haven't been able to do or are not able to finalize? How do we feel? How do we behave when we are unable to do something that we really want to do? How do we behave if we can't finalize something we have started? Or if it doesn't go as we planned? Are we, bad losers? Do we feel defeated and then just, not even bother trying anymore? Okay, it could well be that next week something comes up that we realize that something we have planned is not going to go the way we planned. And if that happens, then how we deal with that and move on, regardless, that's the key next week. Very interesting. And then our major arcana card, Continue. Sun. The sun is about all things wonderful, warmth and happiness and joy and all of that, wonderful things going on. Also, the sun is very much about clarity, because when the sun shines, then you can see clearly. Nothing is in the shadow. Well, even the shadows are not pitch black like they are when the moon shines. With the sun, you can see into the shadows as well. You can see everything clearly. And that is what we need to continue. We need to continue searching for clarity. And also, since these other 2 cards are about thought, it is very important next week that we keep our heads clear. And don't, we can't let our thoughts be muddled. And we shouldn't allow our emotions to dictate which way we are going. And clarity of mind and clarity of vision is very important next week. And we have begun this before. I mean, we have started searching for clarity before. And this is what we need to continue. Okay. I'll tilt the camera up now. There you are. We are still on. My laptop hasn't frozen. So far, so good. Here's hoping for the best. What we drew was stop, start, and continue. Okay. Yeah. Next week is about our thought processes and keeping a cool head, not being provoked, for example, not getting overly emotional. This is not going to be easy for me, but seeing everything that happens in the clear light of day, seeing things for what they really are, rather than, oh, this feels like this to me. I feel like this about this right now. Yeah, feelings are important. Of course they are. They are always important. But they should not dictate our feelings, and our instincts should not dictate what we do next week. Oh, not going to be easy for me, but I will try. Yeah. And also, we do need to remember not to get too many things on our plate, not to get excited about new ventures and new things. We have plenty already, and we need to, and some of those things will probably not go as we planned, but we still need to, deal with it by keeping a clear head. Well, that's our next week. Not my favorite cards, perhaps. Swords. I mean, there's nothing wrong with swords, but I always get kind of happy when I get cups. They're my cards. Yeah. So, okay. My laptop didn't freeze. Isn't this wonderful? So cool. And as always, I will write this reading down in my blog so that you can read it there. And if you want to follow me, you can follow my blog just by entering your email address, and then you will be notified whenever I post anything new in my blog. Or indeed, if you prefer watching videos, then you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. It will be really easy for you to do that because there will be this small logo of mine that will appear on the lower right-hand side corner of this video by the end of the video. And if you click that, then it's easy for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That was my little growling and yawning at the same time. Yeah. And also, this reading, Stop, Start, Continue, this is something I do for my querents. Here is Luro. This is something I do for my querents. So if you feel you would benefit from a reading like this, regarding any subject in your life, then you can find this in my web shop and you can place your order through there. Okay, but this was our reading for next week. Happy December, happy Sunday, and happy next week. I will see you a week from now. Okay, hey, hey.